Hi, my name's John. Welcome to another Sunday night nightcap. Well, it's eventually come. That's me plaque for 100,000 subscribers. Me silver play button. I've managed not to open it, and I've had it for 2 or 3 days. I'm going to keep it and open it tomorrow when Deborah comes back off holiday. I'm going to open it with a camera. Well, I'll open it with a knife, and I'll probably show all that on Wednesday night. 100,000 views is certainly not bad for a mechanic that pisses about. So in tonight's pissy about videos, I'm going to be showing some parts I made for a Sentinel steam wagon. A lot of my older viewers will remember I used to do a lot of work on a Sentinel DG8 8-wheel steam wagon. Well, the new owner is still getting to do bits and pieces for it, and I make a brake cylinder drain valve. Quite interesting. There's a little bit of milling, bit of indexing. It's an interesting little job. I'm going to show that. I've got a nice little machine job to do. There's a bit of everything in this one. It's a cylinder drain valve, brake cylinder drain valve from a Sentinel steam wagon. That screws into the bottom of the cylinder like that, and that touches onto a face. There's a spring in there which holds the valve open, and as soon as you put steam pressure into the cylinder, it blows the valve onto its seat and seals it. So it's constantly draining until you need it. That pushes that down and seals it. I've made these before, exactly the same as this, except the thread on the one I'm making now is 1/2 inch BSP instead of 3/4. That's the interesting part to make. It's all out of bronze. I've got some decent bronze. We'll get a bit of bronze in, and the first thing I'm going to do is put the threads on. The piece of bronze I've got is too big to go through the lathe spindle, so I'm going to have to part the piece off. This stuff is really expensive, so I don't want to waste any. So there's a chucking piece. That should be enough there. We'll get that parted off and then start making the part. Really nice material, really nice. It's how the swarf's coming off, cool, it's not chipping like brass. So extend the tool a little bit. Keep the stick out on parting tools as short as possible. Just enough to do the job. That should do it. Come on. 8mm off there. That's 4mm, 2mm side. just about there. Spring cut sorted out. I'm going to try putting the threads on the die because I don't want it to change all the change wheels. We'll give it a little try and see what happens. I've got a good die, new old stock one, little lead on there. I don't know how effective this will be. It is a nice new die, so I just don't want to have to change all the change wheels in the back of the lathe for one job. It's a tailstock die holder I made quite some time ago. Just about there. Threads look really good to me. I've had the die set as wide as it'll go, so it might need tightening up a little bit, but I have got a fitting to try on it. It's certainly tight. I'll close the die in a little bit and do another cut. I'll back it off just a little bit. Feels better. If you beat with a split die, you can play around and get the sort of fit that you want. This is really severe stuff, this bronze. I don't know what grade of bronze it is. Right. That's better. That's nice, I like it. There's a little counterbolt to go on the end of there. And the threads are going to be machined down. The length machined down very slightly, but not a great lot. We'll put the little groove in the end of there first. I need to go through there 6mm for 40mm. I can use my little display that we made for the quill. I haven't actually mounted it yet, it's still sort of in progress. This is the actual drain hole part of it. This needs counterboring for a depth of 25mm. At 12mm, so I'll probably end up using a milling cutter to get the 12mm hole. Be very careful because this stuff tends to be very snatchy. there's a little valve I've got to make the fitting here. The size isn't that critical, and it is 12mm on the drone I've got. That's the next bit I've got to do, that little seat there. I'll do that very nicely. We're going nice and slow, I think, so I can control it. A little more some snot on there. Looks pretty good. The valve gets lapped into there. Stop hitting that fucking camera would help. Right, so I'm pretty happy with that. Next there's some flats get machined on there, and I'm going to hold it with a fitting on there to do the rest of the machining basically. That's the fitting I'm going to use to do the machining with. It's the only one I've got. I might run a die down it to get a bit more. I think the fair's a little bit slack, and they are fairly tight. But tight's always better than slack. So I reckon. Right. So now I can grip on that to do the rest of the machining. Come on, Johnny. Get it running through, bunny lad. Pretty good. I'm just going to use this parting tool to put a mark on. The hex is 15mm long. So we'll machine this part down, finish this part, and then we'll go across to the milling machine to machine the hex on there. There's a lot of work involved in this particular job. So that bit there gets machined down to 25mm. Measure twice, cut once, they keep on saying 15mm. And slow the feed rate down a bit better finish on it. Make that round, that's all. This is the setup to machine the flats. I need 4.5mm off both sides, and that should give us the right size flat I want. It's in a hexacolor block, so just machine one, turn it, machine the next one and go from there. We'll touch it off first. Slow it down a bit as well. Right, so if I zero the Z axis, make double sure the vise is really tight. It's a 1/2mm cut. I might put a jack on there because it is, we'll give it a try. There's 1mm. It's doing alright. Right, always turn the machine off before you go near it. That'll pull your hand in and really hurt you. So we'll turn it round one flat to there. Really tighten it up, nice and tight. And obviously we can't take that in one big gnarly go. Wind back down to 0. Right, up to 0 and should just start to cut, which it is. Same again. We'll carry on until all the sides are cut. That's the cylinder it actually goes into. I did run a die down there a little bit further. That screws into there with a nice copper sealing washer on. So that's the first part made. I've just got the actual little valve to make now. A piece of nice bronze, make a little valve. And I think that's basically all the machining done on this now.